It's a great night for some Metro League soccer this evening on the first night of November. A chilly 50 degrees with some rain outside on Cronin Field right now. The number 2 seeded defending state champions Jesuit Crusaders take on the 15 seeded Mcnary Celtics after a narrow win in the first round versus Forest Grove. Alongside member of the number 1 women's soccer team in the nation, Caitlin McClellan. I'm Jack Harrington. Very happy to be with you this evening. Caitlin, 2 strong teams. How do you see this one playing out tonight?
I mean, hey, Jack, I think tonight will be a tough match for sure. Jesuit had a tough game this past weekend against Forest Grove, going 5-4 in penalty kicks. So it'll definitely be a strong match tonight. Mcnary had a good 2-0 win against North Medford Saturday as well, but they'll definitely bring it tonight against the number 2 Crusaders.
Yeah, for sure. I think Jesuit was expecting a little bit of a stronger performance on Saturday, but overall they still came out with a win with some huge saves from our goalkeeper, as well as a goal from Pablo Salazar in the 3rd minute of the game. So should be a good one tonight. The winner of this game will take on the winner of Roosevelt West Lynn in the 3rd round. And, yeah, let's get into it. There's a lot of seniors on this Jesuit team, so, a very motivated squad to end their high school season with a state title. Talking to a couple of the players, I know that they will be playing a 4-3-3 coming into today. And along with Angel Salazar is back from injury as well, a key player for the Jesuit team. So good to see that a couple players are coming back healthy and strong for this matchup against Mcnary.
Yeah, they'll definitely be coming out strong tonight.
First kick just a few seconds away here. Number 11, Mizel Rios will start it for Mcnary. Caitlin, what do you think? What do you think Jesuit has to come out and do tonight to get the win?
I mean, I definitely think they have to start with the high press because Mcnary will also be coming out strong, but trying to keep the ball as well. And I think a great strategic thing for the Crusaders to do is definitely come out strong and just keep
Good
the
save
ball.
there from the goalie. Could have been a foul.
Yeah, see, Elliot Perlius is trying to get him up. I mean, I don't know if I would try and keep the ball here or not.
Yeah, Elliot had a few great saves to close out the win the other day against Forest Grove, as well as a game-winning penalty from senior Nathan Peters. Mcnary retains possession in the backfield. Over to Jesuit. Number 7 is Ayala with the throw in here. Mcnary with a good run here. Grant Sasaki over to Caden Hoppus on the left side. Over to McGuire, excuse me. Keon Stone, sophomore, one of the only sophomores for this Jesuit squad. He's been really good in the playoffs so far, as well as the whole season, and has earned a starting spot in the rotation. Nathan Peters kicks it out, and Tony Bravo will have the throw-in for Mcnary.
Yeah, the Crusaders are keeping tight on their marks for sure tonight.
Definitely a little cold here in Portland. Weather's turning fast, and throughout the season it's gotten worse and worse. And tonight it's maybe no more than 50 degrees and dumping down rain. So these guys, it's going to be a battle in the elements tonight. As Hoppus, he's got a throw in here, looking to play fast.
Ooh, what a ball. Yeah, it'll be slippery for sure. It'll be interesting to see what they do with the ball.
Hoppus with a strong throw into the box. Cleared by Mcnary. Good touch over to Ayala. Jack Redding will pick it up. Good clearance by Jesuit defender, but Mcnary gets it into about the 20-yard line. He's looking for a cross. He gets it into number 11. Number 10's here with the shot. Misses it a little bit, recovered by Jesuit.
Yeah, Griffin Scott's been a really strong defender this year.
Yeah, for sure. One of the seniors, one of 6 or 7 seniors on this Jesuit team.
Ooh.
Good save there by Pirelius.
Again.
And he recovers it. Kind of the hero for this Jesuit team so far in the playoffs. He's looking to be a hero again tonight. Scott over to Peters, over to Stone. One of the strengths of this Jesuit squad, Caitlin, is possession control. In the last game that I announced, they had and in the first playoff game, they held a lot of the ball and strong, a very experienced defensive line. So they don't give the ball up that much and don't make many mistakes.
Yeah, they're very composed for sure. Good save by Kia and Stone.
Orta for Mcnary's not able to keep that one in play. It'll be a throw-in for sophomore Kean Stone.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Jesuit can switch the ball because our right forward out there is wide open and could definitely take that space.
Yeah, Iad Solly is a very fast player for Jesuit, and could have been a foul there on Jack Redding, but it is. Over to Peters in the midfield. Hoppus on the left side looking to cross it, and he does to Pablo Salazar. McGuire retains it over to Stone. Some good ball movement here from this Jesuit squad, but Mcnary will retain it for a throw-in. Judge of the number 2 ranked team coming into the state playoffs. They've got a lot of hope for a strong playoff run. I know number one ranked team Lake Ridge won 6-0 on Saturday, so they've got a lot of competition, and they faced it kind of later in the playoffs the last couple of years. But last year they were able to get it done and win the whole thing.
Yeah, both of these teams have actually played Westview, and Jesuit won 1-0, and Mcnary lost 0-3, so it should be interesting.
Ortel will have the throw in here. Number 11 trying to cross it in. Almost does, but to number 7, Romeo Ayala. Pirelius will retrieve it and kick it away.
Yeah, that was a great chance for Mcnary right there.
Ball on the left side of the field here, back to the defense. Good interception there by Pablo Salazar, who's one of Jesuit's better players for sure. He had gotten suspended actually earlier in the year for a couple games after a red card, but came back from it and immediately scored one of the, what I would say, probably the best goal of the year for Jesuit from about the 25-yard line in the next game against Beaverton. He's definitely a strong player and a large guy to have in the midfield controlling the ball.
Yeah, I think he's one of Jesuit's top scorers actually this year.
Solly over there on the right side. It'll be a throw in for Jesuit.
Yeah, Grant Sosowski waiting right at the top of the 18 in the middle. If they could find him the ball, he could definitely finish that. Oh.
Salazar with a solid shot there, but ultimately recovered by the goalkeeper Anthony Rosales. Rosales was one of 5 Mcnary players to be named to their first team all league, so Mcnary is not a weak squad, that's for sure.
Oh, great ball.
Great ball there from Nathan Peters, but unable to be recovered by Solly. Good boot there by a Mcnary defender. Been pretty even in possession so far here, Cammy. After I think Jesuit so far this season has been used to kind of dominating that part of the field.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's been pretty 50-50. I think if the Crusaders could get the ball on the ground and just pass it around, they can definitely put something together.
Salazar up to Solly. Trying to find Caden Hoppus there in the middle, but deflected by a Mcnary defender and cleared away. Sasaki over to Stone on the left side. Good job by Stone to keep possession of the ball there. And back to Griffin Scott, over to Albertini.
That was a great idea if he could just get it over his head. You can tell these Crusaders want the win tonight. They're pretty amped up about it right now.
Yeah, for sure. Men's soccer has become kind of one of the strongest programs at Jesuit. A little bit of a miss hit there from Stone and picked up by Mcnary, but it'll be a Jesuit throw-in, and Caden Hoppus trying to get it to McGuire, but intercepted by number 5, Leonardo Alvarez. Cleared by Pirelius out of bounds. So,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kimmy.
I think both teams are definitely struggling with how wet it is outside. The ball's skipping and the ball's slippery just in general, and I think they're having a hard time getting a good touch on the ball.
Yeah, definitely harder to have peak performance in tough weather. Over to number 6 for Mcnary, who good deflection by Salazar out of bounds for a goal kick. For you, Caitlin, how do you kind of deal with when it gets a little wet and the ball starts skipping? How do you deal with it out on the field?
I mean, I think definitely just composure is a great thing, but you kind of have to spread that all around the team. Like, calmness is contagious, is what my coach always says. And I think it's just important to focus on your first touch before anything else, just keeping the ball.
For sure. Good pass over to Salazar. So, great slide there from Caden Hoppus. Kind of a right idea there with the give and go from two juniors and Hoppus and Sasaki, but number 10 Jonathan Ruiz had the ball, but intercepted by Salazar. Kind of seems like Jesuit's been ball dominant over on the left side of the field with Stone and Salazar. Maybe they can. I know Grant Sasaki's here in the middle as they try and get it up to McGuire, but cleared away by Derek Kulo, number 6.
If the Crusaders can get the ball into the middle, I think they'll definitely have success with it. I mean, Mcnary's midfield is all over once our midfield gets the ball, and so if they can penetrate through there, it'd be great.
Cleared away, and Peters recovers it. Over to Griffin Scott, who tries to get up to McGuire but can't. But Pablo Salazar finds room here in the midfield. Gets it over to Jack Redding.
Great ball from Jack Redding. Ooh, Nathan Peters tried to finish that.
Yeah. Good pass there. Good header there from Logan McGuire, but unable to correctly corral it from Peters. Interesting here, Cammie, the goalkeeper will take a break as one of the defenders kicks away the goal kick. I think that's something that you don't see much on TV, but you see a little bit in high school soccer.
No, definitely. I think it's a very interesting tactic because, I mean, once he takes the kick, like, you can't keep possession out of the back anymore.
Right. Another shot on goal for Mcnary, but kind of an easy save for Pirelius. Booted away. Grant Sasaki will kick it over to Stone. Great ball from Sasaki. Gets it to Hoppes over to McGuire. Good job from number 13, Riley Heyman, for Mcnary to kick that away, but definitely one of the stronger kind of forward runs that we've seen so far in the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Crusaders do with this corner. Hopefully they can get a shot on target.
Yeah, it seems like they've got a huge height advantage in the box here. So,
yeah, it's interesting. We only have 4 attackers in the box right now.
the corner goes to the goalie. Nathan Peters will get it over to Keon Stone. He's got men in the middle.
Ooh, what a great touch.
Sasaki with the first shot on goal for Jesuit, but recovered by Rosales for Mcnary. Yeah, Jesuit's team much more experienced than the Mcnary team. Mcnary's got 5 seniors on the squad, while Jesuits got 7, I believe. So probably use that to their advantage a little bit. Number 7, Ayala, into the box. Cleared away by Albertini. Could have been a foul there, but Nathan Peters picks it up and hit solid give and go, and they've got McGuire over to Sasaki.
Oh, what a great combination right there. All like 7 passes right there. Yeah, Mcnary keeps seeming to want the ball in the air.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing I've noticed too, is you feel like a lot of kind of high drop kids from the keeper, a lot of headers and kind of booting it up in there, and which doesn't seem like a great strategy when you've got a shorter team than the Crusaders. Almost 20 minutes in here to the game and still scoreless at 0-0. Good job there from Orta, trying to clear it away, but Hoppus actually gets a foot on it, and it's off him for a McNary throw-in.
Yeah, number 9 from Mcnary is coming in at the striker position. Let's see if he can do anything to penetrate Elliot Prolius.
Number 4 on to the right side for Ruiz, who crosses it in.
Great defense by Jack
Yeah.
Redding.
Solly will try and get up to McGuire.
What a touch.
McNary's defense has held strong despite kind of the last five or so minutes. Jesuit having a few better runs up the field, and they're creating a few more opportunities to have shots on goal.
Yeah, McNary's defense is definitely locking it in. They're almost playing a 5-back with Riley Heyman playing a very low 6. McNary just trying to boot the ball, not even trying to keep possession of it.
Yeah, a lot of pressure being put on that defense by these Jesuit midfielders. Ruiz hits it back to the keeper, Rosales, who boots it in the air, and it'll be recovered by Nathan Peters. Vasquez Bernal over to the left wing, but I believe that's Jack Redding who picks it up. So Jesuit's staying patient here, just kind of passing around the backfield and waiting for a couple opportunities. Here's Hoppus on the left side. Tries, right idea, but he'll have a throw-in.
Yeah, the Crusaders are definitely trying to look to get forward now that there's only 17 minutes left in the game. Or, I mean, in the half, sorry.
Hoppus has had a lot of throw-ins here, and he's got kind of a strong arm. So the right guy you want to have, and he sends it in, but recovered by the goalie.
Yeah,
Foul on Solly.
one thing Jesuit's doing really good at tonight is being first to the ball, especially with all those goalies punts all in the air. They're doing a great job at being first.
Free kick here. Great ball in there. Deflected away by Peters. Couple headers and ends up in the hands of, or in the foot of Vasquez Bernal. Cleared away and Alvarez picks it up, getting it over to number 8. Jesuit's done a good job of clearing the ball tonight. A little bit of an error there from Rosales, and it'll end up not many Jesuit players over by him. He kicks it away, and ball probably on the 25-yard line for a stone throw-in. So good opportunity here to make it 1-0.
Great touch from Nathan Peters.
Redding on the right side. He's got it again. Over to Salazar. Kicks it over to Stone. Stone trying to make something happen here, and he takes a long shot on goal, but gets it through the defense, but recovered by the goalie. Salazar over to Redding. Kicks it up to Solly, but Gonzalez intercepts it.
Tonight's match might end up getting pretty physical at this rate.
Yeah, Judge's got a lot of strong guys on their team, so I feel like somewhat of the game they would want to play. Header by Hoppus, intercepted. Peters takes a little bit of a wild chance on goal. Good job there from number 8 to he crosses into the box, but good clearance by Albertini, and now Jesuits on the break.
If they can find Sasaki right there, he's wide open in the midfield. Looks like Jesuit's trying to bring in 2 forwards and try and pick up the pace.
Yeah, it's been a little bit sloppy here in the last 5 minutes, which is understandable with the weather here tonight. Mcnary puts together a few good passes here. They've got it. The foul there by Sasaki, and they'll have a solid chance here with the free kick.
Yeah, if I was on the ball, I'd definitely be looking for that cross at that angle, but we'll see what Mcnary does here.
Looks like it'll be number 6, Derek Culo, taking the kick. Never mind, it'll be number 7, Romeo Ayala.
Oh, maybe he's hitting it with his left. Oh, I guess he was. That was a great save by Prelius.
Yeah, good shot, but even better save. Number 6 has it over to the left corner. A good, solid cross, but just a little too strong. And off of Jack Redding, which will result in a corner kick. I believe the first corner of the night for Mcnary.
Yeah, these last couple of minutes, Mcnary's definitely had more possession. They've seen way more attacking minded.
Here's number 6 into the box. Deflected by Albertini. A header by McGuire. Cleared away.
Unlucky by Logan McGuire.
Good crossover from number 3. When Mcnary's got numbers here. But a great diving save there from Prelius again. Mcnary's kind of got nowhere to go once they get into the box. Prelius tries to get over to Solly, but it'll be a Mcnary throwing on the right side. So 9 minutes left here in the half, and only a couple shots on goal from each team, so definitely trying to get the attack going a little bit for both teams. Here's Sasaki.
Great idea. Caden Hoppe is looking for that little slip pass through the back line. Couldn't quite make it there. Unlucky handball.
So it'll be a Mcnary kick at about the 36-yard line. Bravo will be taking it.
Oh,
Number
no.
6 recovers. And it'll be a foul.
Right outside the box.
Right outside the box. A little bit lucky there, Cammy.
Yeah, that was a pretty close call. I know Elliot would not want to be taking another, or be trying to save another PK. I mean, he had 2 great saves last game.
Yeah, he's already had a couple. Nothing spectacular, but solid saves to prevent Mcnary from getting any momentum. And
Yeah.
here they are right outside of the box.
Yeah, this will definitely be a shot on goal. It'll be interesting to see where he places this one.
And a goal there.
That was
Great shot there from Mcnary. It looks like it's number 10, Jonathan Ruiz.
Wow, that was a great free kick. Almost looked like it was from the EPL. Top right corner.
Right. Yeah, top right corner there for Ruiz. And Pirelius, a strong goalkeeper, but I don't think he was ever getting to that one.
Yeah, that was an extremely powerful shot right there from Ruiz.
So Jesuit goes down 1-0 in the first half. I believe there's a sub here. Number 14, Diego Nieves getting subbed on.
Yeah, as well as Henry Vanderhoff, both coming in as forwards, so they'll definitely bring the intensity and hopefully get some action for the Crusaders up top.
Yeah, I think that all started with kind of a poor challenge there right outside of the box, and lucky that it wasn't a penalty, but ultimately it didn't matter for Mcnary, and they were able to put it away to take the lead.
Yeah, really counted. He took it when it mattered.
Good recovery there from the goalie. Yeah, Vanderhoff and Nieves entering in. Vanderhoff's one of the only sophomores on this team, along with Keon Stone. So he's playing with a lot of upperclassmen and a lot of strong players. As Stone tries to get it over to Nieves, and McGuire will take it, but kind of was running a little too fast and got it ball on his feet, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the Crusaders could get any shots on target in the next 5 minutes. They'll definitely want to be coming out of this half somewhat in a good mood.
Cam, is it any different playing with a clock that counts down? And I mean, I don't know if you have any experience playing with a clock that counts up like in professionally, but
I mean, not really, but it's just nice to have the clock out there. I mean, for club or ECNL, there's no clock at all. You never know how much time is left. I think the anticipation is a lot higher when it's counting down, though, for sure.
McGuire will have a throw in here. Stone throws it to Peters, but Vanderhoff here. Kicked away by Mcnary, and a lot of room over here on the left side with Sasaki, and I believe that's Kean Stone, and he'll take it. Nice job to switch sides there.
Wow, interesting. The ref almost called a foul and just didn't blow his whistle.
Ends up in the foot of Salazar, who throws a couple of spin moves at it and retains it in the midfield. Foul there by number 8, Vasquez Bernal, and another free kick for Jesuit. We know Salazar has the leg to get it to the box from here, to get a strong shot on the box from here. We'll see if he tries to utilize it or.
Yeah, it's a little over 30 yards away. I mean, I would definitely take the shot here.
He tries, but ultimately it's left at the left post, and another goal kick for Mcnary. So Mcnary's got 4 shots on goal, and Jesuit's only got 3. Another instance where the McNary defender's booting it away instead of the goalie. Peters with a great pass over to Nieves. He struggles to keep it, and it'll end up with a foul on Jesuit. Vanderhoff with a great header. Man, and McNary's just swarming Nieves, and they end up getting the ball back. McNary's defense is held strong tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think McNary is definitely playing very tight and really trying to block off all that space for the Crusaders to run into.
And Orta will kick it away. Nathan Peters over to Salazar, and Peters has it, looking to cross it in, but deflected by Orta. Sasaki over to Redding.
Yeah, I think if the Crusaders could switch the fields fast, they could definitely go forward.
Good ball, and Salazar ends up with it. One minute left in the half here, and McNary, ooh, good challenge there from Stone to, looks like probably prevent a McNary goal to end the half. Sasaki tries to take the shot, but deflected. Could have been a handball there, but Stone will end up with it and kick it back to Griffin Scott with, or excuse me, the goalie with 30 seconds left. Peters has it. Ten seconds left here. Good cross, but it'll end up in the hands of Rosales, and that'll be the end of the half as the McNary Celtics lead 1-0. Jesuit will look to talk things over and get a little bit more aggressive in the second half with a few more shots on goal, and we'll see you after the break. All right, folks, we're back here. Jesuit down 1-0, but looking to retain get a little bit possession going here, and gain a goal or two. Cammy, what do you think they talked about during half?
I mean, the coaches definitely told them to keep their composure here and just like try and stay calm. And obviously, they're all going to be pretty amped up about this and want to get a goal as soon as possible. But I think they just got to keep possession. But I also think they should try and find their wing backs a lot of the time. They're wide open, and if they can really drive down that line and get a cross off, I think that'd be a great opportunity for the Crusaders to get a goal.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like ball on the left side here, and Mcnary will retain and have a throw in. I know that we recounted over half, and there's actually 12 seniors on the Jesuit team. So, it's always a emotional moment when you're kind of in your last state title run. So these guys are going to come out pretty fiery, trying to bring this game back. Ball in the box here, but good job by the defense. I'm trying to decide if it's a throw in or a corner, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's a corner.
All right, it'll be a corner for number 7, Romeo Ayala.
Oh, maybe not. I guess it is a throw-in. Ref seems pretty indecisive tonight.
Perelius with a little bit of a mistouch there, but he ends up with it and boots it in the air. McGuire's on it. Good deflection from Jack Redding. Over to number 10 for Mcnary. Jonathan Ruiz with a good set of moves. He's also the one who scored earlier in the game. Griffin Scott does a good job to allow Perelius keep the ball.
Yeah, Jack, there's 7 seniors on the field right now for the Crusaders, so they'll definitely be playing really hard these next 40 minutes.
Interception from Redding, but McNary's defense gets it, and here they are on the left side. Number 7 gets by Albertini. But a good job there from Griffin Scott to get back, and that's just another example of hard effort trying to get back into the play. You got to think that kind of after still a win in the first round, but a narrow win, I would say, taking it to pens with the 2nd and the 31 seed after a strong regular season going 10-2-2. Kind of the pressure builds a little bit, playing a solid team tonight, but definitely a team where Jesuit's favored, and these guys, it's got to be in their minds a little bit that, when you're the favorites, it's always tough to play as, the favorites. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely a lot of pressure on the Crusaders tonight, and I think especially after last Saturday's match, going all the way to penalty kicks is a huge deal against the 31st seed when you're number 2.
Yeah, definitely a chance that these guys aren't in their best form at this time of the year, but you know that they can find it and still win this game.
Great look from Jack Redding.
And whiffed by Gonzalez, and so Redding will have a throw in, and he tosses it in. Solid header, but ends up in the hands of the goalie once again. Albertini recovers it, trying to get it up to Nieves.
Yeah, I think if the Crusaders can really keep the ball on the ground and play around with it, they can definitely end with a great result against Mcnary, who just wants to keep the ball in the air.
Yeah, good point there as McGuire gets fouled. So it'll be a free kick. Typically these are taken by either Peters or Salazar. Looks like it'll be Salazar this time.
Yeah, hopefully we can get something on target here.
Looks to cross it in.
Ooh.
Broken up.
Oh,
He
super
scores, but I
unlucky.
believe that he's going to call a foul
Offsides.
or offsides on the play. Yeah, you're right. So, Mcnary kind of dodges a bullet there as Jesuit, with their first real attempt of the night, gave the goalie some trouble.
Yeah, center back Hogan Albertini really got up there and almost tied the game up for the Crusaders, but an unlucky offsides call.
Yeah, I believe Albertini leads the Metro League in goals scored off headers. He's had a couple on corner kicks.
Great poke from Albertini right there again.
Mcnary recovers it, and they've got it right outside of the box, but good idea there, trying to get it in, but Pirelius recovers it in a great throw over to Vanderhoff.
Yeah, the pace of this game is really fast. I mean, both teams are bringing great intensity to this match here tonight.
Yeah, always tough when you're playing in these kind of conditions, but I know that these guys will probably try and block it out of their mind as they've got work to do, being down 1-0. Already 7 minutes into the second half here, so 33 left. And Mcnary has come out decent as the music comes on.
Oh,
Wow.
great opportunity for number 7 on Mcnary, Romeo Ayala.
Might have been the music there that got these Mcnary boys hyped up. Great cross there in there, and Pirelius looks to be down on the ground here.
Yeah, unlucky off that shot.
We'll see if he looks to be all right.
That was a great opportunity for Mcnary for sure. They got a great cross off, and unlucky for Mcnary, but great defense by Jesuit.
Yeah, I think Pirelius was trying to save it, got up in the air, and then kind of lost his balance and fell down. Might have hit his head on the post. So he looks to be walking it off. So glad to see that. One of Jesuit's best players.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see if the other goalkeeper comes in.
And here he is with the goal kick. A good boot. Head in the direction of Sasaki. And it'll be recovered by Vanderhoff here. Good set of moves, but interrupted by Orta. I think the last kind of towards the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, a lot more guys ended up on the ground here. Like you said, probably getting a little bit more physical as the game goes on. It's a little chippy, and that's what it'll end up as with in a tightly contested matchup with two strong teams who really want it.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be interesting to see if Mcnary tries to hold their back line and just try and keep this 1-0 lead rather than try and going to score more goals.
Peters has it in the midfield. Intercepted by number 6. Good job by Albertini to get it back to McGuire, and looks like Sasaki will recover it. Kicks it over to Stone. Jesuit guys do a good job of rotating around the defense and keeping possession.
Yeah, I think the Crusaders have definitely done a better job of keeping possession and playing those little combinations throughout the midfield. But unluckily, the Celtics have just gotten more chances.
Here's Salazar looking to push and gets it over to Stone on the left side. who crosses it in, headed for Sasaki, and he barely misses on the header.
Great pressure by Reading.
Cleared away by a Mcnary defender, so Reading will have a throw in here once again. Nevis tries to put a touch into the middle, and Mcnary deflects it over to Salazar, recovers it. Salazar takes a shot with his left foot that's deflected and regains it.
Yeah, Mcnary really packing the box here.
Yeah.
See, almost everyone's back except their striker, number 11.
Solid job there from Bravo to keep it out of Jesuit's hands. So it'll be a throw in, but a lot of Jesuit guys packing it over on this side, so good opportunity to keep it, and they do. And Salazar gets it. Good job to switch sides over to Stone. Good pass from Peters, but unable to corral it. Logan McGuire.
Yeah, if they can find Jack Reading out on the right, be a great opportunity.
Tries to get a pass in there for, I think, intended for Sasaki. And the Mcnary goalie has a drop, kicks it over to Ruiz, who's been the star of the night. Kaylin, take us through kind of how the women's soccer season's going. It's, I know you guys are undefeated and have been undefeated for a while. Number 1 ranked team in the nation. What's that like in the locker room, knowing that you are such a strong team, and how do you deal with that?
I mean, it's definitely been a great season this year. We've come out strong. We've maintained our strengths, and we haven't really backed down even to the ranked 32 team first round. So it's been very interesting, but we're trying to keep our heads high and just looking for the next match. I mean, we're not looking too far forward. We have a game this Saturday against West Lynn, which should be interesting, as last year's final was against West Lynn and we only won 1-0, but I believe we're a stronger team this year for sure.
Try there for Mcnary, but goes out. Yeah, seems to me like you guys are kind of dominant in every aspect of the field. What position do you play, Cammie?
I'm playing striker right now.
Striker.
So, yeah.
Nathan Peters has it. Tries to get him to McGuire, but intercepted. Albertini looking for options.
Great chip ball out wide.
Solly gets it into the box.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Deflected by the goalie to open space. Could have been an easy Jesuit goal, but no one there. Here's Stone. The good set of moves, gets it in. I believe that was intended for number 11, Angel Salazar, his first time back on the field in a couple of games after an injury.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if he can bring anything here for the Crusaders.
I think at this point in the game, you're looking for guys to sub in, give an extra kind of spark on the field. And
Oh, no, he just went down.
yeah, hopefully he's all right. It looks like he's getting subbed off again here.
That's super unfortunate. As, yeah, he's a senior as well, and so.
Just as we were talking about, I wonder if that was the same injury as he had before. Kind of tweaked it again or not. But Sasaki comes back onto the field. He's been a strong player for Jesuit tonight, and he gets the ball in the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. He's kept great composure on the ball, and he's been playing great balls just like that one right there. And he's definitely found the open space and those gaps in between the Mcnary defense.
Albertini's got it, but getting chased down by an attackman. Over to Sully.
Great move by Sally. He's been a great attribute this year for the Crusaders. I believe he last year wasn't here as he played for the Portland Timbers academy team, and you're not able to play with your high school team when you're on that.
Yeah, good friend Andrew Brommer is not able to play for Jesuit, who's would be one of the stronger players on the team, and good chance there from Jack Redding trying to get into the box intended for Hoppus, but just over his head and out of bounds for a goal kick. Jesuit's intensity kind of showing here with the pressure they're putting on, like there.
Yeah, definitely. Mcnary's not backing down either, though. They're not really trying to set in stone and leave this 1-0 scoreline. They're definitely trying to go get another goal.
Gonzalez here with the throw-in. Gives it over to Ayala.
Kogan Albertini's been a great center back in this game for sure. He's come to every single ball and won every ball in the air that's come near him.
Hoppus. Great clearance from Mcnary. It'll end up in the hands of Perelius, who tosses it over to Albertini. Peter's looking for options.
Sully.
Redding with a good header. McGuire over to, I believe
Great
it's
touch.
Salazar. Maybe one pass away from getting a good look on goal there.
Yeah, unlucky by Logan McGuire there. I mean, he could have taken another touch and hit it with his left foot, but instead he tried to hit it first time. Unlucky out wide.
Zepeda subbed into the game here. He takes a header and he's got it on the left side, but Redding, great set of passes there to get it up the field.
Yeah, Jesuit's been doing a lot better this half on bringing the ball down and really trying to play their style of game and possession. Unlucky there.
Keon Stone upset after that call. He thought that could have gone the other way maybe, but it ends up with a McNary kick, and down to 23 minutes left in the game, so Jesuit's got to keep doing what they're doing and hopefully end up with a goal. In the meantime, the defenders are doing a good job of not letting McNary really get close to Perelius at all, and
Yeah, the Crusaders really got to bring the energy now. We're in the 18th minute of the game, or 18th minute of the second half, so it's definitely time for them to amp it up.
Salazar here in the middle after a strong defensive stop.
Crusaders trying to counterattack there, but unluckily got blocked by the Mcnary defense. The Mcnary fans seem pretty hype out there.
Yeah, they got their umbrellas out. A rainy night in Portland. It's dedication. Great pass. Griffin's got the great job to get it out.
Tonight's been the definition of Portland soccer here in the pouring rain under the lights.
Gonzalez throws it over to Ruiz, who's great move, trying to make it his second goal of the night. But good deflection there from Albertini and clears it away.
Yeah, Ruiz has been a strong attacker for Mcnary tonight. He's very quick and really uses those small touches and moves to get around the Crusaders' back line. Good composure by Griffin Scott.
Great job there from quickness from Nathan Peters. Kind of fumbles it into feet of a Mcnary defender, but kicks it away to Stone, who crosses in the middle. He's got Solly and close. Right idea, but caught by the Mcnary goalkeeper.
Yeah, that was unlucky from Nathan Peters. He really got the ball up there and got a couple touches around the defenders and might have taken one or two more touches than needed, but the Crusaders got the opportunity out of it. So great cut.
Great couple moves from Solly. Peters gets knocked down.
Definitely a foul. It'll be interesting that they played that quickly. I mean, I would have tried to get a shot or a cross on goal there.
Ooh, great skill move from Stone, but
yeah, it's interesting because I think the Crusaders really like to play a ticky-tacky kind of style here, and it's not really working tonight in the pouring rain against this really high-press Mcnary defense line, and very unlucky, but...
Number 3's got Aiel on the left, but a little too strong there. Redding throws it over to Peters, but Ruiz retains it. And number 9 over to a little bit of a poor ball there that'll be recovered by the goalie.
Yeah, it's interesting. Mcnary's playing, again, like a really low back, and they're playing with 2 holding midfielders now instead of just 1 and 2 attacking midfielders, which is interesting. It's been a switch these past couple minutes. That was a great touch by number 8, Alan Vaquez Bernal.
Hoppus has it, keeps it in bounds, but Mcnary ends up with it. They're trying to cross it in the middle, but Albertini's there to punt it away. Peters trying to get it up to McGuire.
Yeah, with 18 minutes left, I think the Crusaders really got to get this ball forward and got to get some action near the goal.
Yeah, it seems to me, Kalen, that they've started to press a little bit more defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I think they've just got to find those dainty little passes through the back line rather than just trying to find feet all the time.
A little bit of a miscommunication there with Solly and Redding. We got a sub here. A couple Mcnary players subbed on. Hoppus with a good touch.
Oh, that is definitely a foul.
They'll call it.
Yeah, the Crusaders definitely got to get a touch on this ball up here.
Yeah, probably their best chance they've had in over 10 minutes to get it into the box.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Griffin Scott takes this as a shot.
And the rain is starting to pummel them.
Great ball. Ooh.
Yeah, as Grant Sasaki ends up with it.
Yeah, 1v1 going towards Elliot Prelius now.
The counterattack from Mcnary. But Stone recovers it.
Looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Mcnary. Hopefully the Crusaders can clear this ball fast and maybe get a counterattack out of it. Yeah, see, this is very interesting now. You see that the Mcnary Celtics have 6 people back near their half with only 3 Crusader attackers when they're the ones going for their attacking corner.
Solid cross there, but here's McGuire. Intercepted again. It's kind of been the story of the night.
Yeah, Celtics really trying to keep that block defense now with the remaining 15 minutes of this half.
Redding swings it over to Stone, who's got open space. He gets into Salazar, who's, if anyone's going to do something, he's going to do it. Number 11, Rios, goes down, but no foul called.
Great ball from Redding.
Peters and Redding playing the two-man game, and Peters tries to get into the box.
Yeah, Peters tried to play that slip ball through to number 13, Logan McGuire, but unlucky.
Hoppus has it.
Oh, great cross and great opportunity for number 2, Sally. And let's see what we can do with this corner now.
Yeah. Great run there from Hoppus and a really good pass into the middle of the box. No defenders were able to get a foot on it. Ends up in Sally, but again, just a great defensive play from Mcnary. And
yeah, Crusaders
put
all their...
Jesuit gets a header on it, but it's out of bounds.
Unfortunate, but we're going to stop the clock here with an injury from Mcnary. There's definitely a lot of pressure here from the front line of the Crusaders, as it's kind of up to them at this point.
Looks like the Mcnary defender is up. We hope he's all right. One thing I noticed after the ball is deflected out of bounds by the Mcnary defender there after that Caden Hoppus thrown to the box, Nathan Peters just started sprinting over to get the ball, clearly showing a level of urgency, being the leader that he is, and this Jesuit team needs it, as, you know, I think every second counts at this point. Only 13 minutes, 38 seconds left as we get back underway.
Yeah, I mean, Mcnary has not had like as much possession as the Crusaders, I believe, and yet they're still up, and just it's been a lucky game for them.
Yeah, it seems like they've been pretty evenly matched tonight defensively. It just came down to one kind of mistake with a foul there right outside the box that we had in the first half, and he put it in the hands of one of their better better players, and he takes a free kick right outside the box and scores it. Here he is again. Porelius does a good job sprinting over to get that ball. Hoppes and Stone playing the two-man game. Stone's trying to get it in, but again, Mcnary packing their defense. And it's worked so far.
Yeah, Jack, I think our football plays Lake Oswego this Friday at 7 p.m. here in the first round of their playoffs, and volleyball also plays this Friday at 1:15 at Forest Grove in the quarterfinals, so it'll be interesting to see how we do in those sports as well.
Yeah, I feel like Jesuit for the fall sports kind of seems like they're the strongest season, I'd say, out of the 3 seasons. They've got, the soccer teams, football, volleyball, all pretty. Football's kind of had a tough year, but the soccer teams, the volleyball team, pretty dominant. Volleyball's, I know they play on Friday. It gives kids a chance to get out of school early.
Yeah, for sure. I think anybody will take up that chance, but it's a good way to get everyone to go support the Crusaders. So,
yeah, volleyball games are something I've started to go to a little bit more this year, and they're pretty fun to watch the way they play, and they've got a few very powerful players on the team that kind of control the game.
Yeah, for sure. It's a definitely exciting sport to watch.
And here's Mcnary right outside of the box, but it's deflected out, and Pirelli tries and saves it, but I think it was already out of bounds.
Yeah, corner for Mcnary here. We'll see if they put anyone forward this time. We're stopping the clock. Yeah, it's a good call by the ref. Not many do that here in high school, but we don't want time wasting here.
Yeah, stopping the clock so that, it looked like probably had about 11 minutes at the time that ball was kicked away, and probably would have ended up at like 10:20 if that clock wasn't stopped, so good decision, I agree.
Great clearance by Albertini. Peters kicks it up.
Peters trying to boot it up to Solly, and he does.
Great touch on the ball. Hopefully he can get there. That's a corner, unless he calls it a foul. Oh, yep, it's a foul.
Down to 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the Crusaders really got to give it all they got here, especially for those 12 seniors here in the second round. It would definitely be a shocker.
Ball again, head around here a little bit. Stone tries to get it up to Hoppus, but Peters ends up with it with a good spot to be, and Hoppus retains it with a good
Great
move.
Touch. Oh,
getting over to Sasaki.
unlucky.
Sasaki kind of whiffs it, but Redding comes up with it with a cross into the box. And they score!
Oh, what a goal.
Man,
by
what an
Grant
assist
Sasaki.
by Hoppus, and Grant Sasaki ends up with a huge goal. And this Jesuit team is going crazy after that one.
They're super amped up. That's exactly what the Crusaders needed right there. With 10 minutes left, they'll definitely have upped the intensity here, and Mcnary seems pretty down about it, and the Crusaders really think they can win it. I really do think they could.
Yeah, that was a great ball there from Redding. Gets it to Hoppus, and great decision there to not. I think he could have taken a very difficult shot, but ends up handing it over to the other side of the box where the goalie was never going to be able to get to it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that just shows the discipline of this Jesuit team to tie it up to 1-1, and they finally do. You notice kind of the demeanor of this team, and they've really amped up the intensity. It's things like that. Peters chasing down Ruiz, kicking it out for a throw-in.
Yeah, hopefully this game doesn't go through overtime and into PKs, but it'll definitely be interesting if it did.
Yeah, I think that Jesuit, after the last game, probably the area of the game that they'll feel the most confident in is PK's, winning last game, and Pirelius could be the hero again. But first, they've got to at least keep it at a tie here. But Mcnary's got it in the box, and that was number 8, Vasquez Bernal. And he takes a shot, but it's offline.
Yeah, I think if the Crusaders can find the 7 and the 11, the outside forwards here, they can really get another opportunity, because I think that is one of their stronger suits, is getting a cross off and getting all the tall people into the box and getting those numbers.
Reese kicks it out of bounds, and Stone ends up with it. Salazar kind of catching the defense a little bit off guard here, and McGuire could beat him to the spot.
McGuire with a lot of speed running past those defenders. Yeah, I think that's another thing the Crusaders have over the Mcnary Celtics, is they have the speed, and so I think if they find those balls through, they really could be first to them.
Great pass over there, but a little too strong from Hoppus, and he'll end up with a goal kick. But you can just see in the last 10 minutes that Jesuits dominated possession. The ball's been in their side of the field basically the whole time. And
yeah, definitely since their goal, they've been very attacking minded, and they're just trying to get this game over with in the next 7 minutes and move on to the quarters.
Wow, and Hoppus kind of undercut there.
Oh, very interesting call by the ref there. I don't even know what I would call that, but it was definitely a two-way push.
Yeah. It'll result in a Mcnary free kick. Here's Ruiz on the left side, trying to get it in, but Redding, they've got it in, and a great save there by Pirellis. He looks to be a little,
yeah, especially after that foul when he ran into that post. It'll be interesting to see if sophomore Fox Mason will come in for the Crusaders. I mean, they've got 6 minutes as it is now, but you definitely want Pirelius in. If it went to PKs, he knows.
Yeah, that's a great point.
He knows what he's doing. He seems to be all right, just limping back into net. Fox Mason seems to be going to warm up.
Pirellis staying strong here, staying in the game.
Yeah, he's definitely been a huge attribute to the Crusaders this year and all his past years, but he's a senior this year, and it'll definitely be sad to see him go next year.
Here's Hoppus. Gets it over to Salazar, who's been kind of quiet tonight.
Yeah, the Mcnary midfield has definitely been tight on Salazar for sure. I wonder if they've watched any film.
Good job from Albertini to keep the ball there. Gets it over to Sally, who is quick, but not quick enough, it looks like. You can tell that the Jesuit defensive line is just very, very strong. Albertini is a strong guy. Griffin Scott is a strong guy. Nathan Peters is quick. You've Jack Redding, a strong guy. You've got guys who can kind of pack it in the middle. And
yeah, for sure. They're definitely a strong defensive. And it'll be interesting to see what they do next year, as 4 of the people in the technically back 5, including the holding midfielder, the 6, are seniors. And so it'd be a whole new back line next year.
Here's Kula with the ball. Peters trying to chase him down.
Great defense by Peters.
Does. And he finds Logan McGuire.
Oh, interesting call, I think.
Not sure what that was, Caitlin.
Yeah, me neither. I'm a little confused. I think that was definitely a light call from the ref, but I mean, the Crusaders will take it. I mean, it's another
Yeah.
opportunity here.
Kind of from a similar spot that Ruiz scored earlier.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they cross or try and get this on frame, because if you bend that into the back post, I mean, oh, interesting.
Gave it a little pass, and Salazar took a shot on goal, but right into the hands of Rosales.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting set play.
Excuse me, Alex Steven in goal now. Down to 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I think the Crusaders in the last 15 minutes have really brought up their intensity and their drive, and they really want it now.
Yeah, I think you've got a group of leaders, a group of personalities on this team. Also with the kind of the coaching staff, Coach Skipper. You also got assistant coach Diego Valeri out there that we haven't mentioned tonight, but he's a key figure as Peters takes a long shot on goal, but
That was a great idea by Peters there. Yeah, Diego Valeri has been a big attribute this year for the Crusaders, especially. I mean, the women's team practices on the same team as the men's, and he's definitely had a big voice in saying and coaching, and I think it's helped the Crusaders a lot, although it might not look like it. It's definitely given them a new perspective on the field.
yeah, I think his freshman daughter goes here now, and he's got a little bit of reason to join as a coach, and got to be pretty nice if you're a head coach and you have someone of kind of that status join you on your coaching staff. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty insane.
It's Redding over to Solly.
Good idea there.
Bernal trying to keep that ball in, but Redding keeps him from doing that and throws it into Sasaki, who's getting smothered on the sideline.
I mean, I think that tackle might have been a little unnecessary there from Mcnary, but
Here's Redding.
yeah, if Redding crossed that ball into the far post, Caden Hoppes was wide open, ready, looking for it.
A little bit of a mistake there, but great slide tackle to make up for it. We're down to a minute 40 left. They gave it up to Salazar, but a great tackle there from the midfielder.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might have pulled Salazar's jersey there. I'm not sure what the ref saw, but the Crusaders have really been good at getting first to the ball, but I think they just need to get another chance the next minute or so.
Yeah, well, they've got 55 seconds left here, so they try and cross it in. Salazar ends up with it. Could have taken the shot, but doesn't. And Hoppes in a spot, risky slide tackle there, but he ends up with it. Cross it into the middle, no one there. And Redding.
Redding with a great hit, but unlucky.
Yeah, great hit to get it past the defense, but just right in the middle of the goal. And 28 seconds left.
Yeah, McNary's looking really tired, though, so it'll be interesting to see how overtime starts off. And I think the Crusaders, if they really bring it, they can finish the game off really early.
And 10 seconds left, so it'll look like...
Yeah, and actually the winner of this game will be playing West Lynn, as they are up 6-1 right now.
It's a good Good reference there. Yeah, that's West Lynn. It's a strong team, and that's it for regulation. So
We'll have a 5 minute break and then two 10 minute halves guaranteed before it goes to penalty kicks.
We welcome you back. We've got a going into overtime here, tied 1-1 earlier in the game. Midfielder junior Jonathan Reese scored with a free kick just outside of the box. That was a great goal, and then Jesuit, a lot of stress kind of coming down in the final minutes of the second half, but ended up with a great goal from Grant Sasaki. You see them huddled up here, an experienced group, an intelligent team, and they've got I think they've got the advantage after the way the last kind of 20 minutes have gone. And well, Cammy, what do you think what's kind of the mentality going into overtime? What is their thought process? I know that at first, no matter what happens in the first 10 minutes of overtime, goes to another 10. So
Yeah, I think they're definitely hyped up for this, and they're like ready to go and get after it. It's definitely interesting. It's not sudden death, so they're guaranteed these 20 minutes to play, but I think they can get it done early if they get a goal in the first couple minutes and kind of lock it in the back, or try and get another.
Yeah, they just on Saturday in a similar spot tied 1-1 in overtime. They ended up going into PKs and winning it.
Yeah, and I bet Mcnary is not looking to leave these overtimes in a tie, because they know that Jesuits had the experience of a penalty shootout already, and they have not this year. So
Yeah, it seems like Jesuits kind of playing with more pace, as well as they're getting it to their guys. Nathan Peters flying around.
yeah, I think one of the biggest things for the Crusaders is they just need to stay calm at the same time, because they can't always just rush it and get it forward, and they just got to keep composure on the ball.
Albertini goes up in the air.
Unlucky shove from the back, so Albertini takes the goal, or takes the kick.
Up to number 16. Goal scorer of the night, Grant Sasaki over to Solly.
Great ball, great combination right there.
Kicks it over to Keon Stone. He takes a great shot. Oh,
Right over the bar, great bending ball, almost a goal.
yeah, that was maybe a little bit of a mistouch and kind of just tried to bend it around the defender and did a good job of that. Similar spot to kind of what I was mentioning. I think the goal of the year from Pablo Salazar, maybe a little bit farther back, but that top right corner ball was dangerously close to it. Bernal trying to chase it down, but goes out of bounds. Jack Redding also had a great kind of ball in there to Caden Hoppus to set up that one goal of the night.
Wow, that was a great touch by Sally. Yeah, I think Sally's been a great attribute tonight, especially. He's gone on the ball a lot and made these great moves and has really got the ball in the attacking third of the field.
A good save there from Stone. Kicks it over to Hoppus, but ends up going out of bounds.
That was a great flick on from Mcnary Ruiz. He's really been a star tonight.
Yeah, that front line of Brunel, Zepeda, and Ruiz has been solid, but I think it's a matter of how many times can they get it to those guys and get in them in their open field areas, because this Jesuit defense has been, as they've been all year, pretty solid. Hoppus kind of shoves him out of the way, gets the ball.
Good luck, but unlucky. They weren't really on the same page.
Salazar controls it. Picked up by Ruiz, who mishits it, and Peters gets it but gives it to the player.
Both teams are playing a little frantic right now. I think just a lot of pressure on both of them.
Great kick down the right side of the field to advance it. And a good cross, but not many guys in the box, so looks like Sasaki will pick it up.
Yeah, the Crusaders have been really unlucky today with their long balls. I think they just get stopped barely. But the ideas are always there.
Here's Salazar. Getting it to Solly. Tries to get it back to Salazar, but too far forward. And
Yeah, unlucky. I think the Crusaders' front line and the attacking midfielders are just a little exhausted right now. I mean, I think Salazar's played the whole game so far, so that's already, 95 minutes of play, and he's got to be exhausted at this point. Great look. Unlucky from Caden Hoppes, but, I mean, that's a very hard ball to hit off a volley coming from across.
yeah, that was a great cross in there. Finds on the other side of the goal a lot of open space, and Hoppes was just, he put himself in the right spot. He knew he was going to get that ball and misses, but that's what you want to see out of a Jesuit team trying to score. And they've been the aggressors in the last 30 minutes or so of play. But Mcnary tries. Number 13 recovers it.
Looks like a miscommunication, but unlucky. Mcnary will have another chance here. I mean, looks a little far for a shot, but I mean, they could get a good cross in here and maybe get a flick on into the net.
Tony Bravo will be taking the kick. Good ball.
Yeah, that was a great ball. Ooh, handball.
Believe that was number 7. Romeo Ayel, or no, excuse me, number 8. Bernal. Sasaki fumbles it. McNary recovers it once again.
Unlucky. Yeah, this match is getting very physical, Jack. Kind of what I expected here. I think both teams just really want to be the winners of this match, and sometimes the way you just got to win it is by playing a physical game.
Yeah, great tackle there from number 7. And ends it up with, but Jesuit once again doing a great job of getting the ball back. And I think they see that with not much time left in the first half, they're just advancing it pretty far.
Yeah.
McGuire tries to get by the defense, but can't.
I think Nathan Peters has been a great 6 for, or holding midfield for Jesuit Crusaders this year. He's been playing great balls and switching the field very quickly and just keeping good possession.
Yeah, hero of the last game with a game-winning penalty. So he was probably heading into tonight with a little bit of extra boost of confidence.
Yeah, for sure.
Throw in, but deflected over to Ruiz, who ends up with it. Gets it to another forward. Number 9, Zepeda over to Ruiz.
Great defense by Jesuit.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the one thing with this, it seems like there's a lot of skill for this Mcnary front line, but not a lot of size. So and Jesuit's got plenty of size with Albertini, Redding, a strong player in Griffin Scott. And they've just kind of been, game stoppers for them the whole night.
Yeah, I agree for sure. I think a lot of talent on Mcnary is up top and not so much as in the back line. And so I think the Crusaders really have to take advantage of that here in the next 2 minutes that we have left in the first half of this overtime.
Sally gets it over to Redding. Tries to get it up to McGuire. It seems like McGuire's kind of a piece that they use just, on counterattacks, and they're looking to play huge balls up to him. And haven't really been able to tonight, but it's been more keeping the ball on the ground.
Yeah, for sure. I think McGuire's got a lot of the Crusaders' speed here, and he's been able to penetrate the back line with those through. He's been getting the through balls and making those great runs with his speed the past couple games.
Here's number 6, Kulo. Good set of touches there, but Corellius retains it once again, despite being a little bit hurt.
Yeah, so OSAA just announced that the final score of the Westland versus Roosevelt game was 7-1, so the winner of this match will be playing them this Saturday.
Yeah, Jesuit Westland, I feel like, has kind of turned into a bit of a rivalry here. In basically every sport. I mean, we faced them in baseball a couple times now, lost to them a couple times, soccer, football for sure. I mean, best football team in the state.
Oh my gosh, no
way.
way.
And a goal with 9 seconds left.
Now that was a crazy goal from the Crusaders.
Just a miracle
Logan
from the
McGuire.
Crusaders.
Wow. With an unlucky from the number 00 Rosales. And he's got to feel a lot of guilt right now.
We were talking about football, and all of a sudden they get an easy just touch right by the goalie. And wow, this Crusader team is very disciplined, and they've 9 seconds left. They score again, making it 2-1, but they'll still go into a second set of overtime.
Yeah, for sure. They're still going to bring it. They have 9 seconds left of this half, but the next half of that 10 minutes, they're going to completely bring it and not back down to the Celtics.
And that'll be it for the first part of overtime. And we'll stay here. And it's been a great 10 minutes of play for Jesuit. Super aggressive, kept the ball for most of the 10 minutes. And Pirellius with a couple saves. Pirellius is feeling good despite being a little bit hurt, and these defenders are packing it in and doing a great job. Kind of as you talked about Caitlin earlier in the game, it was going to be up to them to take control and not let Mcnary score anymore.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Pirellius is limping off the field right now, and it'll be interesting to see if they switch to Fox Mason for the second half of the overtime, but I'm not sure they would want to risk that just in case the game goes to penalties. But as it stands, if the score stays, then Jesuit, ranked number 2, will play ranked number 10 Westland this Saturday at Cronin Field. And that would definitely be a great match as well, and it'd be the women's and the men's team matched up against Westland.
Yeah, Mcnary's kind of hit what seems to be a little bit of a roadblock here, trying to get it, past the midfield, which they've done decently, but it seems like Jesuit's size has just kind of overpowered them in the box, and they're, haven't been able to really get on. I think they've had 4 shots on goal. I don't know if they have had a shot on goal in the whole second half. So,
yeah, I don't think so either.
Overtime.
I think the Mcnary's intensity has definitely gone down while the Crusaders has gone up for sure.
30 seconds left here until the second part of overtime starts again. And if you're Jesuit, what are you kind of doing here? Are you playing you think if you're a coach, are you playing defensive, or are you playing the same way you've been playing? Because I think that's been going pretty well. But with a 1-goal lead, what would you do, Caitlin?
I mean, I would definitely just keep the way we've been playing. I mean, you could go the route of that tactic and just holding your line and really just playing defensive block. But, I mean, I think the Crusaders are good enough of a team, and they definitely have the skill and quality to go and play their kind of game and finish this game off right.
Yeah. I mean, the defensive line, as we've been talking about all night, experienced and pretty large guys, so they've just been overpowering the Mcnary offense with strength, and I think another underrated part of this team is a lot of speed kind of on the wings with Sally and Keon Stone, Caden Hoppus.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the whole Jesuit team really trusts their backline, which is another reason why I think they're just going to go full blast and really just try and go get another goal.
Nathan Peters with a great fake.
Great ball out to Hoppes. Yeah, see the Crusaders already bringing the intensity up the field.
Great cross.
Already another opportunity, only 15 seconds into the match.
Yeah, I mean, it almost looked like a set play coming out of the break, how efficient that was ran. I mean, little Nathan Peters, good fake, knew exactly where Hoppus was.
It'll be interesting to see if McNary can get any opportunities towards goal.
Their defense has got it, trying to get it up into the midfield. A good give and go, but Griffin Scott kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, that was a great flick by McNary's Bernal, and I think Bernal and Ruiz have been very strong for McNary tonight in their front line.
Smart clearance there, just trying to waste time.
You see Logan McGuire's speed right there. Caught up to that ball after being probably 15 yards behind that center back. And McNary's goalkeeper trying to get the ball in play really quickly. Trying to use their time wisely. Yeah, wow, their center backs have been taking the kicks all night. Very interesting.
Here's Solly. Over to Redding. Tries to get it up the right side. Deflected on a header. And number 13 for McNary with a solid kick. And Ruiz.
Yeah, McNary back to getting the ball back up in the air, trying to win those battles instead.
Here's Solly one-on-one. Gets it over to Redding.
Yeah, Solly has a great first touch. Really brings the ball down nicely.
Here's Salazar. It was a great opportunity if he was able to kind of corral and just get it to one of his guys. Probably would end up in a one-on-one with a goalie because no defenders were back there, but ends up in Ruiz's feet.
Great defensive run back from Nathan Peters.
Here's Hoppus on the left side. Down to 7 minutes left for this Jesuits team trying to hold on to this 2-1 lead and advance to the third round.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to hold on as much as they can. I mean, I think they're really trying to get that other goal to try and show them that they are the ones that are meant to win here. I mean, in the overtime and at the very end of the second half, I mean, the Crusaders have had way more possession of the ball. Sorry.
Yeah, they've. You could tell. I feel like just coming out of the second half, the way they were huddled up, and then 20 minutes in, the guys started. I think the level of intensity, you could just see it with the sprinting and getting to the ball quickly as they've been doing for the past little bit, and that's ultimately what led them to that one goal, and then the next kind of falling into their lap in overtime.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the ref just stopped the clock for a McNary man down. He seems to just have a calf cramp, and he'll be back to play. Oh, Salazar helping him out with the cramp.
Being a man for others, as we would like to call a Jesuit.
Yeah, the rain has not calmed down at all tonight. It's been pretty steady.
So we were talking about earlier, looking ahead to the week. We got volleyball on Friday and football as well on Friday. So 2 big games for football starting off, as you said, versus Lake Oswego in the 8-9 matchup. And if the winner of that would most likely play the 1 seed West Lynn. So
that would definitely be a tough match, and yet again against West Lynn.
Yeah.
West Lynn has also had a big rise in sports this past couple years. I think they've become very dominant as well, and a great opponent for Jesuit.
Yeah, Central, Tualatin, West Lynn kind of at the top of the rankings for football. But I think our volleyball team really is hoping to get it done finally for.
Yeah, these past couple years, they haven't gotten the result they've exactly wanted, but they've been up there the whole time, and I think this year's theirs.
Albertini with a great play. Solly beats his man.
Great touch around. Oh, very unlucky, but good effort.
I think one thing that, after watching a lot of games earlier in the year, this Jesuit team kind of in the playoffs keep sticking with their 11-man lineup a little bit more. I think they've had maybe 13 or 14 guys total on the field tonight, whereas in previous games you get to maybe 20 or more. So definitely intense, and the game's been close. They've been trying to press for most of the game and keeping their same guys on the field for the most part.
Yeah, their starters are very dominant this year, especially. I mean, there's not much need for subs other than maybe some exhaustion, but they seem to be pretty hype and wanting to be out there.
Header in.
What a goal, and they practically finished off the game there to lead Jesuit 3 to Mcnary 1.
Yeah, that was number 13, I believe.
Logan McGuire again.
Yeah, Logan McGuire. And he's been good all night. And a great throw-in there from, I believe, Caden Hoppus.
Yeah, wow.
Strong arms, getting it into the box, and kind of no one receiving it for the Mcnary defense. And Mcnary, you can tell by the body language that kind of looks like their season's over. Looks like they're going to sub in
another
maybe
goalkeeper.
a senior 2 year. Or, yeah. And
yeah, I mean, the last 2 goals for the Crusaders haven't been the most beautiful, but I mean, goal is a goal, and that's how you get the game done. And now it's 3-1, and I mean, the game is practically over at this point. Very great work by the Crusaders here, and see, they really kept up that intensity and kept going forward. They really wanted to finish off the game.
Yeah, I think at one moment with maybe 9 minutes, 30 seconds left, it was a 1-0 game, and Mcnary looked like they had it under control, and then all it takes is a couple good passes into the box, and stuff happens quickly. So great last 20 or 30 minutes here for Jesuit, and this will give them a lot of confidence going into Saturday, which looks like it will be against West Lynn. So another rematch in another sport for Jesuit and West Lynn.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now if I was the Crusaders, I definitely want to just stay calm and keep possession of the ball. I mean, there's no reason to give away silly passes and stuff when you're up.
Hoppus goes up for it. Slammed to the ground, so that'll be a Jesuit free kick.
Yeah, Pirellius looks pretty injured out there, and I'm hoping he'll get rested up for this Saturday's game. I mean, it'll definitely be a big game going into quarters against West Lynn.
Cross into the box, but
Redding tried for the volley.
Oh, got out of bounds, but the clock will stay running, so.
McGuire looking for a hat trick.
He's just shoved over. Wonder what the ref decides to do with this. It'll just be a normal foul.
Senior McGuire has a brace as of right now with the 2 goals, and he's looking for another.
Ken, if you were Mcnary, I mean, I know it might be getting too late here, but would you, in other situations, would you ever think about, the goalie kind of coming out of the box, being a player on the field, going 11v10?
Maybe. I think if you get a corner, if you're down by 1 goal, I think that would be a whole different situation. I think
Mcnary, kind of out of reach, but
yeah, I mean, I don't think they've pressed as much as they should have these past couple minutes. As soon as you go down by 1, I mean, you got to bring that intensity up, and you got to go try and get another goal to bring the game back up to tie, and they haven't really done that. Their heads are all down, and I think they're just waiting for the clock to beep.
Here's Hoppus with a trickle out of bounds though. So 2 minutes left. Jesuit kind of doing a little bit of a victory lap here.
Yeah, they'll definitely be really excited after this game ends.
Yeah, it goes to show just kind of the demeanor of the team when things are not going well, but they really didn't change the way they were playing that much or change the body language at all, at least I could tell. So that's what propelled them to the win.
Yeah, for sure. It's exactly what they needed to do and get those goals. Oh, no.
Goalie boots it away. Header by Redding.
Albertini running out to get it wide. Ooh,
Great save.
yeah.
Number 2, Gonzalez tries to get it over to Ayala, but
Yeah, I can't stress enough how strong this back line has been for the Crusaders, especially tonight. I mean, they've really brought it and given it their all, and they've showed that they deserve to move on to the quarterfinals. 50 seconds left in the game.
yeah, probably a lot of seniors on the field right now for this Mcnary squad. It's been, I would say, entering the night was a good night for them. As here's Salazar with open room.
Almost
great.
the goal, and they'll have a corner with 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, great shot, but deflected by the goalie. And a little bit of love there from his teammate.
Yeah, Mcnary has 7 seniors on their team, and so obviously that's got to be hard. It's going to be their last match ever. I mean, maybe ever playing soccer, you never know, and so it's kind of unfortunate, but it was a good match, well played.
And that'll sound it off. So Jesuit takes a 3-1 win after a little bit of stress there, but they ended up kind of controlling the possession of the game and dominating the last 30 minutes or so in overtime. So they take the 3-1 win. I'm glad to have done this tonight, Caitlin. It was great on the call, and they'll face Westland on Saturday.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in to Jesuit versus Westland men and women's this Saturday.
See ya.